that we have sunk in that 5 years a lot of money into a structure that I did not own. In the 5 years of all of that, we could have started this process. So my advice is to get out of that comfort zone, and you got to start somewhere. Hi, my name is Lisa Bloom,
Hi, I'm Jessica Justice,
and we own the Floating Fork, soon to be the Fork in the Road Diner.
and we're located in Santa Fe, Tennessee, in Murray County. So we ran the Santa Fe Diner for about 5 years, and it was located in the middle of town here. We rented the building, and there were some issues with the insurance, so we decided it was time for us to move on and see what else we could do on our own without being underneath somebody. So when we moved out of the building, we looked into putting up a new building, and it's quite a process and it takes a while. So everybody kept suggesting, well, get a food truck. They didn't want us to be down and have to wait to eat for however long it took to get a building. So they're ready to eat right away. So the more people that suggested, well, just get a food truck. That way we can eat right away. We started looking into it, and we figured out that was probably our best option. So that's why we're doing this now.
When you're renting a business and you don't own the building, there's so many variables that we have sunk in that 5 years a lot of money into a structure that I did not own. In the 5 years of all of that, we could have started this process. So my advice is to get out of that comfort zone, and you got to start somewhere. In the process of starting the food truck, Custom Trailer Pros came up first. So we did some shopping around. We looked at several different ones, went to several different places.
We looked at used trucks, we looked at used trailers, we looked at new ones, and there's a million places you can go online that'll send you quotes automatically. But
Fully loaded, fully equipped, ready to go. But when we walked into the one we did in Nashville, you can tell right away that you're not solid. It doesn't feel solid. It doesn't have that feel about it. And mind you, they're half the price, but also you look at reviews, you look at the Better Business Bureau, you look at those things. And when we did that,
we got into
we
the
knew.
truck, and I pulled up Google reviews in the Better Business Bureau, and they were both Fs, and the reviews were awful. There were people that didn't make it 200 miles down the road, and tires were flying off, and every single one, the water pump would go out within no time. So even though it was half the price, the reviews really were not good at all. I said, it doesn't matter if you're paying less, you need something that's
we
quality.
jumped right back up in the truck on Custom Pro Trailers and sent Jared another message and said, I think we're ready to start with Custom Pros.
And within no time, he invited us out to the shop in Columbia where we could see what was being built, what we were looking at.
You know, and Jared never fussed. We probably went through at least 12 to 13, maybe 14 or more different layouts of how we wanted our layout going. And every time he'd send one back, and we'd tweak it and we'd do a little bit more until we finally got the right layout to actually meet these folks in person and know that they care about us and getting us the truck that we need to match our needs says a whole lot.
Okay, we're back with Lisa Bloom. And tell us again the name of the trailer itself.
The name of the trailer itself, we're calling it the Floating Fork.
Okay, and you are at a fork in the road.
We are.
And so you will have a giant fork also installed here
Yes.
as well.
Right up on this stump that we had to take the tree down to make room, we'll have a 7 to 8 foot metal fork for our signature staple.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's so awesome. And we're just so honored to be here with you. I know you had your soft opening on 4th of July, but today's your first official day being open. And so we're excited to be here to support you guys in that. I'm super excited to try some of the food as well.
We are
See your
very
customers
excited.
Come out. what are some of the most popular items that have been on your menu, like when you had the diner before?
We do just our basic meat and threes and our regular diner
Yeah.
style food.
That's awesome. When you moved from the diner into the food trailer, did you have to rethink your equipment setup at all to be able to recreate your menu?
Not so much. I knew what we wanted, what we had there, and we had some old equipment. So to come into here and have 3 fryers, still have an oven, still have the charbroiler, still have my grill, still be able to do the meat and threes, because here in this area it's huge to have their plate lunches, what they call their meat and threes. I'm able to do all of that and then some in here.
Awesome.
So everything I could do there, I can do right here.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Your trailer's amazing.
Thank you. You're amazing. We do this just because we love so much seeing people start their own business, be able to do it.
Yes.
We're talking with customers all over, and the stories like yours of being able to work with family and be together again. I mean, it's just so much fun. That's what we love to see.
Yeah.
Our goal always is to help our customers be as successful as possible, as quickly as possible.
And it shows. It shows in every way that you do. It
So
shows.
We always tell our customers, thank you for letting us partner with you in this, because that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
startup business. We know how hard that is to do a startup. It's
very difficult.
If you haven't done it, it's very hard to understand the challenges.
Yes.
And so we try to make those challenges just a little bit easier any way that we can. And so I would love to see the inside of your trailer.
Absolutely.
See the
Absolutely.
equipment that you've got going
Absolutely.
on there to achieve this menu.
Absolutely. As you can tell, I've got all the fryers. We've got a full commercial kitchen on wheels. I think our biggest thing is you get used to a brick and mortar into a regular kitchen and everything's kind of squared off. It takes a little bit of time to get the length of it, but I have more equipment in this 24-foot trailer than I did there, without the exception of, my chest freezers and my ice machine and coolers. But this is loaded with everything to do everything with. So plan it, do it, and roll with it,
And I know for you, like the big vision is all of it,
Yes.
but sometimes it's hard to start with all of it. How did you make the decision to start, okay, right off the bat, I know it's not going to be everything. I'm going to get the trailer. I'm going to start serving people. What was
That's
that
the
like for you?
community. A lot of it was the community. When we went out of the brick and mortar, they wanted to be fed and they wanted us back again. So they were a huge part of, we had locals do all my electric pole. We fed them folks every day. Called their company, they took care of us. Same way with our water folks. The community is a huge part of it. And the thing was, with the food trailer, I don't have a truck to pull it. My husband's truck's not big enough to pull it. But we got enough of these folks around here, so don't let that stop you. You get that food trailer, get to cooking, we will pull you anywhere you want to go.
You said too already about, yes, it's doable and we have to do it. And you were really smart about how you did it. You did your research, you visited facilities, you did all of that stuff. We say that all the time to our customers, but hearing it from you, someone who actually did it,
And
it's
you have
hugely
to
important.
you have to plan for those things to come up. For me, I struggle with that. Because we want things and we want it now, we know how it's going. I've had to tell myself through this whole process, things are going to go a little hairwire, it's just natural for that. But you have to have that patience and that grace to stay with it,
Yeah,
to stay with
well, that's amazing.
it,
Well,
so.
we are so happy that you've gotten to this point that you are today. Before we step back inside and start looking at the menu,
Mhm.
for anybody watching, if they want to come visit you, if they want to see your setup, how do they find you on social media?
We have a
online?
Facebook page, and it's called the Fork in the Road Diner. It's by people, and just by having that good experience and that word of mouth. That's the best ever yet.
Sure. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I'm super excited. I've been hearing about your food now for a while.
You ready
so
to eat?
I'm hoping that I can get a little taste.
Yes, you
and see
can.
what all the hype is
Absolutely.
about. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, I would love a fried chicken sandwich. I would also love to try the fried pickles
Okay.
and the pepper jack bites. So good. If you find yourself within 100 miles, that's Santa Fe, Tennessee. You got to come by and check them out. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Did it? Okay. Drink.
You get